What is going on, you guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at the Google Pixel 7a. This is Google's latest launch on their Google Pixel line. This is part of their A series. This is a little bit more expensive than it was last year, and I haven't used a Google phone or really an Android phone in such a long time. I've kind of been stuck in the iPhone world because I have kind of already invested in the whole Apple ecosystem. But today we're going to be taking a look at this Android phone. I'm going to go ahead and do an unboxing. I'm going to give you guys my first impressions, and then I will be using this phone probably for the next month to give you guys a full overview on what it can do, how it compares to the iPhone. So if you're interested in that, make sure you get subscribed. I am going to be doing a camera test because you guys know, as a content creator, that's probably one of the most important parts of a phone. And I am going to be taking a look at all the software that this phone has, all of the new features, and how a $500 phone compares to a $1,000 phone. So make sure you guys stay tuned. But let's go ahead and get started with the unboxing of the Pixel 7a. So first off, it comes in this Pixel 7a case, very Google-like. It does have those strips here on the back. So we're gonna go ahead and take those off first. Now, this isn't the first time that a Google phone doesn't have much in it. It's kind of been a little bit more used to it, or it's been a little more normal for a lot of these phones to not have much inside of the box. So we're gonna go ahead and open it here. And as you guys can see here, I did get the white version just because I've lately been into white phones. So I got the snow version, is what they call it. And already looking at it here, this nice stainless steel, I don't know if you guys can see that there or here on the top camera. Let me go ahead. If you guys can see that, it's a really nice aluminum look. It does have this stainless steel, but it is aluminum. I think it's really nice. The camera design is really nice. It's got that nice visor still like we saw on the Pixel 6a. But yeah, so we're going to put that aside here. And in the box, as you guys can tell, just like any other Google Pixel phone, we do have the data transfer little module here. We have a C-to-C cable, which I won't be using. I have way too many of those. And then in here, we have a SIM ejector tool. And then inside this box, I believe, is just a bunch of paperwork. So we're going to go ahead and get that out of the way. This is very normal stuff, not really needed. Not a lot of people are going to be using it. But here is the Pixel phone. That is what it looks like. We're going to go ahead and take off here the plastic. And we're going to turn it on here for the first time. Or maybe not. There it goes. So there is that. And just right off the bat, I should say, it does have kind of thicker bezels than I'm used to. This is a kind of budget phone. So as you guys can see here, the bezels around the sides are going to be a lot thicker than something like the iPhone. If you guys can see that, the bezel difference. Let me go ahead and turn this on actually. I guess I have to get it started first. Give me 1 second. All right, so now that I have it set up, here is what the screen looks like. As you guys can see, actually, let me see, make sure it's not overexposed. As you guys can see, the bezels there. Here, let me get closer. The bezels are a little bit thicker than I am used to on an iPhone. And just staring here at the screens, the Pixel does look to have a more warm white color, whereas the iPhone has more of a cool white color. And then just looking around the sides, obviously, again, these are going to be very different because of their price points. But if you can see there, we have that the Pixel is actually a aluminum compared to the iPhone that is stainless steel there. So that is going to be a lot different. And then obviously the size, the Pixel phone is a smaller phone. And honestly, I don't really mind it. I think this is a great phone. I've had the Pixel 4a and I've used the Pixel 4a before, and just compared to that one, this one already feels a lot better. The aluminum sides are still very aluminum, but with the aluminum back, it does give it more of a premium look. I've always liked that kind of white and silver color there, so I really like that. And then there's also going to be glass in the back, which I did get the white version. So luckily my fingerprints, unless you hold it up to the light, kind of like I'm looking at it here, I can kind of see them at an angle. But if you're looking at it head on, you won't be able to see all those fingerprints, which is unfortunate because it does have a glass back. Those fingerprints are going to show up a lot compared to the iPhone, where the fingerprints won't show up as much because it is frosted glass, so you don't get all those fingerprints. But honestly, I don't really mind that. I didn't get a case for this because I did want to feel exactly kind of what the size is, and it feels really small. It does remind me, you can go ahead and one hand this phone. It reminds me a lot of the Pixel 4a in terms of the size compared to the iPhone. Where I hold it, it does feel a little bit larger. It's a little more difficult kind of to reach around. But with the Pixel 7a or the Pixel whatever size this is, it's not that bad. So we're gonna go ahead and use it for a couple weeks. I am gonna test the camera against the iPhone 14 Pro Max, and then we're gonna go ahead and see which one's better. I've always been one to like the Google Pixel photography a lot better than the iPhone. But then also I like the video a lot more from the iPhone than with the Pixel. But this does have different cameras than we've seen before. So I'm going to go ahead and test that. See how the photos come out. See how they compare to the iPhone. As well as to the camera here that I have, the Canon R6. And then we're going to go ahead and do some tests with that. So make sure you guys subscribe. But anyways, that's all from the unboxing and the setup. Thank you guys for watching. And I will catch you on the next one.